Hi and welcome back to part 2 of the CB350 Barn find. I know it's been a while, and ever since the last video, I just parked the bike away for a little bit. But then I began to take it all apart, and I decided to give it a good overhaul. So if you haven't seen my other video of this bike, Will It Run, I'll leave the link in the description below. So this bike is a barn find. When I found it, this sat for 34 years. And as you can imagine, it needed everything. The first thing that had to go from comments I received in my last video was this awesome homemade banana looking seat. I decided to go with the brat style as I liked the look. I began to mock up the frame rear while it was still complete, and I added a little LED bar loop with integrated turn signals and brake light. After the welding and fabrication, I mounted the new seat. Soon after, I discovered the clearance between the tire and the brat loop was too close with the suspension compressed, so I happened to have some CBX 1000 shocks laying around, which gave me a couple inches of clearance. From there, I added some upgraded parts like the gauges. I removed the stock ones and purchased some 2.5 speedo and tachometer, as well as upgrade to smaller front blinkers. The only thing left was to give it a new paint job. I really liked the metallic red that the bike had, so I decided to respray it in candy apple red. And so I began to sand and do the body work, as well as straighten the parts out with a body hammer and dolly. I did some light body work on the tank, ghosted out the emblems, and filled in some dents. Then I sprayed all the body panels in some high build primer. Did some final wet sanding and prep work for the primer sealer. And for this paint job, I decided to go with a Duplicolor metal cast 2-stage. It consists of a silver base coat and a top coat, and in this case it was the candy apple red. I then sprayed it with a high urethane clear coat and did all the parts to match. After several weeks allowing the paint to fully cure, I was able to color sand it with some sandpaper and using water. I then did the stages of rubbing compound, polish, and wax. I ordered some new tires as I like the Firestone Coker style wide tire look. This is then mocked up on the bike. I then had the bike taken apart and detailed and painted. Polished forks, put the front end back together, and headlight. Added some little accents like a gold-plated chain and silver sprocket. I kept the old vintage style of chrome exhaust as it cleaned up real nice after polishing. And in only a few short months, the bike had finally started to come together. My final touch was my signature Honda wings. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video of me taking it for a test drive. test drive, the bike seemed to ride pretty great, and the speedometer actually did work. All the brakes worked, the shifting of the gears, and the acceleration. Anyways, well, thank you for watching this video, and if you like, hit that like button, turn on your bell notification, and if you want to, subscribe for more videos that I'll be making soon.